Hi everyone, welcome to another video. 5th grade math, standards of learning. Today we are converting decimals to mixed numbers. So we are going to follow this 3-step method. The first thing we do, we leave the whole part of the decimal as it is. Then we place the decimal number over its place value and we simplify if needed. So let's look at our first example. 8.3. We're going to leave the whole part as it is. So that is 8. We're going to leave 8 as it is. Then we're going to write the decimal number, which is 3, over its place value. So we're going to have 3, and its place value is the first digit after the point is 10th. That is out of 10. So the place value for 3 is 10th. And next we simplify if needed. This cannot be simplified. It is already in its lowest terms. So 8.3 is equal to 8 and 3/10. That's our final answer. Next, 7.53. We're going to leave the whole number as it is. 7. And then we're going to put the decimal part over its place value. So the decimal part is 53, the decimal number 53. And the place value for 53, two digits after the point, out of 100. So it's 53 over 100. And this cannot be simplified. So that is our final answer. 9.5. The whole is 9. 5 is the decimal number. 1 digit after the point, out of 10. And we simplify. 5 over 10 can be simplified. So we're going to simplify 5 over 10. And remember, when we simplify, it means we're reducing the fraction to its lowest terms. So to do that, we divide both the numerator and the denominator by the highest common factor. The highest common factor of 5 and 10 is 5. So we're going to divide by 5. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. So we're going to put back our whole number. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 10 divided by 5 is 2. So 9.5 is equal to 9.5. Next, 3.75. We put back the whole number as it is. The fraction part is 75. And the place value is 100, is hundredth. That is over 1 out of 100. So it's 75 over 100. And we look to see if this can simplify. And yes, it can. So we're going to put back our whole number and we're going to simplify. So 75 and 100. The highest common factor is 25, but we can reduce it to a smaller term and then we reduce it again. So instead of dividing by 25, we could divide by 5. So let's start dividing by 5. Okay, so let's do it by the 25 first. Divide by 25 and then I'll show you how to do it by breaking it down and then breaking it down until it goes to its lowest term. So the highest common factor of 75 and 100 is 25. 75 divided by 25 is 3, and 100 divided by 25 is 4. So therefore, 3.75 is equal to 3 3/4. So let's do at the bottom how we could break it down to a lower term and then a lower term. So instead of using the highest common factor, we're just going to use a common factor. So we have 3.75 3.75. Okay, we need a brighter pen. Okay, let's try this red one. We're doing 3.75, and that is equal to 3/75 over 100. So first, let's divide by 5. Divide by 5. 75 divided by 5 is equal to 1 time is equal to 15. So 75 divided by 5 is equal to 15, and 100 divided by 5 is equal to 20. And now we're going to simplify again because this is not the lowest term. Divide by 5 again, and then divide by 5. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Divided by 5 is equal to 3, and then 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. So here we have our 3/4, and that is how we get our answer, 3 3/4. So when we're reducing to lower term, if we do not readily see the highest common factor, we can use a common factor and keep dividing until we reach the final lowest term where it cannot be reduced to another lower term. So thanks for watching. I hope you find this very, very helpful. And I'll see you in the next video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.